You know what's wild about golf? Sometimes the smallest, simplest change can completely transform your game. And one of the most underrated fixes out there is something almost every pro swears by: the grip. It sounds too basic to be true, right? Just how you hold the club. But here's the thing: that one little adjustment can make the difference between a smooth, consistent swing and one that's spraying balls all over the course. So today, let's talk about why one grip change could be the key to your most consistent golf swing yet, and exactly how it works. Let's start with the obvious. The grip is literally your only connection to the golf club. That tiny detail decides how the club face is going to be delivered at impact. Think about that. All the work you do on your takeaway, your backswing, your downswing, your weight transfer, all of it comes down to how that club face meets the ball. And if your hands aren't on the club the same way every time, you're basically rolling the dice with every shot. That's why even top-level players check their grip constantly. It's that important. The most common problem recreational golfers face is inconsistency. One shot goes left, the next one goes right, the third one somehow goes dead straight, and you have no idea why. Often, that's not because your swing suddenly changed in 1 minute. It's because your hands were sitting on the club differently each time, which changed the club face angle at impact. Even being off by a fraction can mean the difference between a crisp straight shot and a slice into the trees. That's why we say the grip is the foundation. When your grip is consistent, it sets the wrists in the right position. And that's huge because your wrist angles control so much of what happens to the club face throughout the swing. A good grip keeps your lead wrist flat or slightly bowed, helps you avoid flipping at impact, and lets you deliver the club with a square face more often. That means straighter shots, better contact, and fewer "where did that come from" misses. Now, if we're being honest, grip issues are one of the most common swing killers. A grip that's too weak can leave the club face open, causing that dreaded slice that makes you want to throw your driver in the lake. A grip that's too strong can slam the face shut, leading to hooks that dive left. Both situations can be fixed just by learning where your hands belong. And that's the beauty of this. You don't have to rebuild your entire swing from scratch. You just have to get your hands in the right place and then keep them there every single time. Let's break this down a little deeper. A proper grip starts with letting your arms hang naturally and holding the club in your fingers, not your palms. This allows for proper wrist hinge and better feel throughout the swing. Your lead hand should sit so that you can see 2 or 3 knuckles when you look down, and the V formed by your thumb and index finger should point somewhere between your trail shoulder and your chin. Then comes the trail hand, which should fit right on top of the lead hand, like two puzzle pieces clicking together. That hand provides the engine for delivering the club head, so it needs to sit in a position where it can apply pressure directly behind the ball through impact. When you do this correctly, your wrist will work naturally. That's what creates that powerful but controlled whip through the ball that you see from consistent players. And here's something that most people don't think about. A consistent grip also helps you avoid unnecessary tension. If your grip is all over the place, your body tries to compensate, you squeeze harder, your forearms tighten, and your swing becomes less fluid. A consistent grip actually allows you to swing with less effort because your brain isn't fighting to square the club face every single time. And here's where it gets interesting. This change isn't just about accuracy, it's about consistency of contact. When your grip is repeatable, your low point, where the club bottoms out, gets more predictable. That means cleaner strikes, fewer fat shots, fewer thin shots, and more of that pure, flushed feeling we're all chasing. It's not magic, but it sure feels like it when you start hitting ball after ball the way you meant to. One thing a lot of golfers overlook is how a consistent grip makes your practice more effective. If your grip changes every time you pick up a club, your body is basically learning a slightly different swing every time. That's why one range session you feel like a hero and the next one you feel like you forgot how to play. When your grip stays the same, you give your body a repeatable starting point. That's when practice starts to build muscle memory that actually sticks. Now, here's the reality. Changing your grip feels weird at first. If you've been holding the club the same way for years, even if it's wrong, that wrong grip feels normal to you. So when you move your hands into a better position, it might feel like you're doing something completely bizarre. That's okay. That's just your brain adjusting. It takes some repetition to make the new position feel natural, but once it does, it becomes automatic, and that's when you start seeing the payoff. Another thing worth mentioning is how a good grip sets up the rest of your swing. It actually makes it easier to do all the other things coaches are always telling you to do. Keep the face square, hit down on the ball with your irons, release the club properly. Because when your hands are in the right place, the mechanics just line up more easily. A bad grip forces you into compensations. A good grip frees you up to swing naturally. And if you're someone who struggles with tension or overthinking, A consistent grip can also simplify your pre-shot routine. It gives you one less thing to worry about. Instead of wondering mid-swing if the face is going to be open or closed, you know your starting point is correct. That frees you up mentally to just focus on your target and make a confident swing. Some players like to use little checkpoints to keep their grip consistent. Things like checking their knuckles before every shot or feeling the pressure points in their fingers. Others use training aids like molded grip trainers to get the right feel. Whatever works for you, the key is to make it second nature. Over time, it becomes just part of how you approach every shot. The coolest part? This single change can benefit every part of your game, not just the driver. With a better grip, your wedge shots get crisper, your chips roll out more predictably, and your putts can even feel more solid. It's the foundation for the whole game, and it's so much easier to fix than some of the complicated swing thoughts that just make golf more stressful. If you're serious about getting more consistent, spend some time working on nothing but your grip. Do it at home in front of a mirror. Do it at the range before you even hit balls. Do it until it feels automatic, because once it does, you'll find that your swing starts repeating itself more often. And when your swing repeats, your scores drop. It really is that simple. Consistency in golf isn't about hitting every shot perfectly, it's about eliminating the really bad ones and narrowing your dispersion. A consistent grip does exactly that. It takes away one of the biggest variables in your swing. It's not glamorous, it's not a quick hack that promises 20 extra yards overnight, but it's real, it's reliable, and it works. And here's the thing, once your grip is locked in, everything else feels easier. Suddenly, you're not fighting the club face, you're not panicking about slices or hooks, and you're not second-guessing yourself mid-swing. You can step up to the ball with confidence, knowing you've given yourself the best chance at a solid strike. Golf gets way more fun when you trust what's about to happen, instead of praying the ball doesn't end up in the trees. Plus, a consistent grip is something you can control 100% of the time. No weather conditions, no bad lies, no excuses. It's free, it's simple, and it's something even beginners can master quickly. You don't need a swing coach standing over your shoulder every session to keep it right. All it takes is a little awareness and a few minutes of practice every day. Before long, it'll become second nature, and you'll wonder why you didn't make the change sooner. So the next time you're out there struggling with your swing and feeling like nothing is working, don't panic and start reinventing your entire golf game. Don't go on a late night YouTube binge looking for 10 different swing tips to try all at once. Start simple. Check your grip. Seriously, put your hands on the club and see if they're actually where they should be. You'd be surprised how many swing problems are really just grip problems in disguise. And that's it. One simple grip change could seriously be the key to your most consistent golf swings ever. Try those drills, stick with it for a few sessions, and watch how much more solid and predictable your shots become. I'd love to know, what's the biggest grip mistake you've struggled with? Drop it in the comments, let's talk about it. And if this helped you out, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your golf buddies. See you in the next video.